Well, the shadow elite is about a new system of power and influence and a new group of unelected and often not even often unappointed players who wield tremendous influence and power in policy and government, and yet they play these roles that are not fully revealed, and we as a public have a very difficult time knowing what they're about.
Doesn't that go exactly to the conversation I was just having with the mayor of San Francisco about the broken trust? And we could talk
absolutely
every issue in America. I could go energy, I can talk education, I'll do health care, whatever you want to talk about. I cannot see how you can get an American voter to believe you've got the best policy in the world.
That's right.
When the view on the process is what it is.
That's right, because so many of today's power brokers, the top power brokers, are playing these not fully disclosed and multiple roles across business and think tanks and as government consultants and in the media, and we can't really know what they're up to. We would have to be as peripatetic and in as many places as they are to actually know what they're doing. I mean, think about Michael Chertoff, who was on the airwaves endlessly talking about the Christmas Day attempted bombing as an expert and recommending these full-body scanners as the all-purpose solution to airport security. And we find out only belatedly that he's involved in a company that produces these equipment, this piece of equipment.
Example.
So how do we, the public, know that he's giving us his opinion as an expert and former Homeland Security Secretary, or is he rather playing the role of a salesperson?
Yep.
So this is a real problem, one of the biggest problems I think of in politics today and of democracy.
Yeah. The biggest problem in the democracy, in my view, is that lack of trust, because I cannot have a functioning democracy if I do not have valid exchange of ideas between leaders and the electorate. The president spent some time taking on the lobbyists last night. Take a listen to this.
We have to take action on both ends of Pennsylvania Avenue to end the outsized influence of lobbyists, to do our work openly, to give our people the government they deserve.
Is this an issue where we will see the action match the rhetoric? And again, the solution clearly is transparency, whether it's the shadow elite and the cross-board memberships and then going on TV claiming to be an expert and not disclosing. The lists are too long. We all know them. Your thoughts on whether real change will come to Washington when it comes to special interests?
Well, here's the problem with for example, with the Supreme Court decision about campaign finance reform. As we know, corporations and lobbyists already wield tremendous power and influence, and their role, their influence just got much bigger with this decision, and this is where the public interest comes in. Can we trust? Can we trust in our government, which makes these kinds of decisions? I mean, already so much of government is done by private contractors. 3/4 of people working for federal government actually work for contractors, and now contractors are going to be able to contribute directly to campaigns and in an unlimited basis, and so their power and influence just got bigger, and that's where the problem of the voice of the people and democracy.
Of course. Yeah, Janine, thank you so much. The only counter, transparency. Bad enough that they can give the money. If we can't see it, we don't stand a chance. We have to see everything, and then the voters, quite honestly, I think, will take matters into their own hands. I have more confidence in the American voter than I do almost anybody else in this country, Janine. Thank you so much. They just need to be well informed.